Okay, I made a little headway. Got a little polishing done. I did the best I can on the pins. Wrapped some fine tooth emery cloth around there and, you know, pulled it around it the best I could. I got the one little real bad ridge out of it. That's all I really wanted to do. Hammer I cleaned up a little. You see the horrible machine marks. But what do you want? That's what you get for a $200 rifle. This side is the side that rides up against the SEER disconnect. And you can see that little radius there worn into. That was actually hitting right through this area here. And there was a lot of marks there. Could have been just gunk built up over there over the years. And like I said, 1022s and Marlin 60s growing up, 30 years ago when I had them as a kid. These were nothing more than tin can shooters. We went to our match rifles if we were shooting bullseyes. But the trigger's awful, so I'm destined to at least get it a little more acceptable. So I polished the sides a little bit, cleaned it up. This one doesn't come into contact too much, but this one comes pretty close, and it was catching on that edge. And once in a while I'd get a fail to feed, and I think this was catching right on that edge somewhere. Not exactly sure where. I think it was catching on that leading edge just as it comes down. Let's see if I can pop this open. Around your bipod. I think that leading edge, it had a big snot on it. Was just catching right through here somewhere. Just enough. Like I said, it could have been dirt, crud. He's never got much attention cleaning. This one wasn't too dirty. I don't think I shot this one a lot. Maybe 800 rounds through this one. I have a 99 we shot more. That's next on the list. Alright. Marlin 99. It's actually a Revelation. That was like the Western Auto brand. Everything feels pretty good. Got this moving real good and freed up. Now this bar here, the disconnect bar that pushes on the SEER, is the SEER here. This thing was nasty rough. Even after I cleaned it all up, it was really bad. And basically I just took some 800,000 grit lapping compound, mixed a little teeny bit with some water, got it in there, got it behind there, and just worked it back and forth. And it really did wonders for it. There's no more hitch. There used to be like a hitch. Like you'd push it and you'd feel it click, 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 click. That's not doing it anymore. It's nice and free. Okay, so I got the SEER all connected. The handle. The SEER locks into there. Right into that little notch there. I haven't really touched it. It's one thing I noticed about the SEER. I showed it in my other video. There we go, dropping everything. See if I can point it out. Is the SEER doesn't fit these pins all that great. So there's a little play there. So it favors the inside of the connection. And I showed that on another video. You can see where it's all shiny. So I don't have anything that I can see good enough with to mess with the sear. So all I did was clean it. And I lightly touched the trailing edge here, because I'm going to show you how it all goes back together. I'm just going to run it with the sear and the hamsprings. So another thing I did is I did the cheat and took a coil out of the spring. Might have went a coil and a half, I don't know. I just went around, I just followed this mark here, the flat spot here, all the way around, 360. Figured that was one coil, cut it, and then I flattened it. And I flattened it, and then I squished it together to make it look like the other end. I did my best at hardening and tempering the spring. Not much of a metal worker, but I heated it up enough to bend it. Then I heated it up again and I dropped it in some oil. Probably should have done the whole spring. So I'm sure I might have created a weak spot somewhere. We'll find out. I got plenty of springs, and if it does break, I'll get the spring kit for these. Maybe I'll send it to Arrow Dodger on Rimfire Central, and he does his cat trigger. Guess it can get down to about a pound or some craziness. I don't think I need it that light. I think 2 pounds would be nice. Right now I'm lucky if I get under 4. This setup as it stands, just to move the sear with my super accurate fish scale trigger gauge, I come right about 2 pounds just to move the sear. Just to move that, like that. It's almost 2, actually it is 2 pounds, but 2 pounds 3 ounces. And I just put this in a vise, put a hook on here, and then tested it, and I got about 2 pounds before it moved. But we'll test the whole thing out when I'm done. So I polished everything up, took a spring coil out of the spring. I'm going to put it back together and see what we get.